Okay, now the terminating or eventually repeating decimals as the rational numbers, right? And then low terminating and low repeating decimals are called what number? Can you remember? Is an irrational number. Yeah, irrational number. Some example of irrational numbers like pi, right? Pi is an irrational number, and the square root of 2 is a rational number, and the cube root of 2 is also a irrational number, right? And this we studied the rational number and the irrational number, and there are two special subsets of the rational number, also are the real number. The rational number, there are two special subsets. What is the first one is the
integer.
Nature. Yeah, the other is integers. The first one is natural numbers, right? Natural numbers is like 1, 2, 3, 4. The numbers like this is a natural number, right? And the second special subset is the integers. The integers is the numbers like 0, positive or negative 1, positive or negative 2, and then positive or negative 4. The number like this are the integers, right? Those are the some numbers subsets of the real numbers. And then we studied some properties. Some properties of real numbers. The first property is what? Can you remember? The first one is algebraic, right? Algebraic properties. Yeah, algebraic properties means if there are real number and then ended or subtract or multiplied or divided by another real number, then we will get a new real numbers, right? And this is the properties of the algebraic. And the second one properties is order property. The order property, some important property of in the order properties like if there is a number A is smaller than B, and then if C is larger than 0, and then we will imply AC is smaller than BC, right? And if A is smaller than B and C is smaller than 0, then we will imply AC is larger than BC, right? This means if we multiplied a positive number on the both of the inequality, it will be possess this property. And if we multiplied a negative number on the both sides, it will be reverse this inequality, right? And then if A is if A is smaller than B and A and AB are both positive or both negative, we will get the 1 over B is smaller than 1 over A, right? This is the next properties of the of the order properties, and this is the order properties, and the third property of the real numbers is the completeness. Is the completeness properties of the real numbers. Okay, and this is the property of the real number. And then we studied the interval. Interval. The interval is a subset of the real number, right? Is a subset of real number.
We cannot see you right, actually. Please, zoom, please.
Which? Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah,
Sure. We can see your screen.
yeah, we
Okay.
can.
Ma'am, we can see it clearly.
Yeah.
No problem. Go on. Go on.
And if this real number is a finite, if this line is a this line is segment, means this interval is a finite interval, right? This is a finite interval. And the finite interval, there are two finite interval. The first one is open finite interval, means this interval like this. The left is parenthesis and A point B, and the right is right. This is the right parenthesis, and this interval means a open interval, and then is a closed interval. And an interval, if it contains the endpoint in it, means this is a bracket and A, this is B, and this is a bracket, then this is a closed interval. Okay, and then is a half open interval. Half open interval means an interval like if it contains the endpoint A and don't contain the endpoint B. Like the left is, this is a bracket in the left, and this is right is a parenthesis, means in this interval contain A, but not contain the point B. So this interval is a half open interval. Or an interval is a parenthesis A and the point B and the bracket. Then this intervals means closed half open intervals, and it contain point B but not contain the point A. So this interval is a half open interval. And then this is a finite interval, and then is an infinite interval. The infinite interval, if we draw an infinite interval on the real line, and it means a range of the real line Okay, this is an infinite interval, and the infinite interval, if this interval is open, means the intervals like A from a point A to the positive infinity, and it is a parenthesis. Like this means this interval don't contain the point A, and then all the numbers larger than A is in this interval. So this interval is an open interval, or an interval like the negative infinity to point B. And this interval is an open interval, means it contains all the numbers that smaller than number B. Okay, the intervals like this means the open interval, and then closed interval. The closed interval like this contain the point A and from A to positive infinity. You must remember that if this is a positive infinity, like this is a positive infinity, we must write this must be a parenthesis, and this is a negative infinity, and then this must be a parenthesis. Okay, and this is a parenthesis. Okay, and then closed interval like this, negative infinity to the b, and then in this interval it contains the point b. Okay, the interval like this is a closed interval. Okay, this is the intervals.
Lao Shi,
Yeah.
can you please repeat the infinitive interval open or closed?
Which is open or closed?
Infinity interval.
Infinity interval.
G.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. If the infinity interval, if it contains, not see this. See its definition again.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
would you like to draw a real line so it will be better to understand? For example.
Okay, right moment. Okay, let's see.
Yeah, sure. Sure.
If infinite interval is closed, if it contains a finite endpoint, right? Like this. This interval is an infinite interval, and in this intervals, A is a finite endpoint, right? This positive infinity is not a finite endpoint. So if it contains this finite endpoint, this interval must be a closed interval. This is the definition of the finite interval. Infinite intervals are closed if they contain the finite endpoint, and if it is an open interval, means it don't contain this finite interval or endpoint. Okay, let's see on the real line, and let's see if this is a real line. This is a real line, and then this is 0. And if it is A and it is point B, and this open interval, finite interval, means it contains all the numbers between A and B. And then let's say A and B is not contained in this interval, so we draw a icon on this point, and all the numbers between this is in this interval. So this open interval is like this on the real line. Okay, and then if AB is a closed interval, and this A and this B, and if there is a 0, and then we will draw a solid cone on this point, and all numbers between numbers is in this interval. So we will draw a line between, we need to draw a line between A and B. So this is a closed interval. And let's say, and half open interval means just say the A from A to B, and A, B, 0. And let's say this in this interval it contains A. So we draw a solid cone on the A, and the B is not contained in this interval. So we draw a L cone on the B, and all the numbers contains in this interval. So we draw a line between each. So this is the interval A, B. on the real line. Okay, such this as a finite interval. And let's see the infinite interval. Infinite interval, let's see this. If this point is A, and this interval is A from A to positive infinity. So all the numbers larger than A is in this interval. So we first draw a L cone on the A, and all the numbers larger than A means all the numbers on the right of A. So we draw a line on the right of A, and then this means the intervals from A to the positive infinity. And let's see, they have a L cone on the real line, so this interval is an open interval.
Got it.
Yeah, okay.
Ma'am, I have got a question.
Yeah, and let's see if it is A from A to B, then we draw a solid cone on the A, and all the numbers larger than A is in this. So let's see, there are no L cone on this real line, so this interval is a closed interval. Okay, got it.
Got it. Got it.
Yeah, okay.
Ma'am, I've got a question, ma'am.
Yeah, okay, you say.
Ma'am, why 0 is always, neutral? Why we can't use it like neither negative nor positive? Why?
Yeah. This only an example. We only give you an example. You can, if A is a positive, the 0 like this. If A, B are positive, and then this 0 will be in the left of the A. Yeah, okay. And then we start when we studied the interval after that, and we studied how to. Can you remember we studied what? We studied how to.
Scholarship, keep going on.
We studied how to solve the inequality, and this knowledge is very important to you, and this is very important to you, and we have some homework for this knowledge, right? So you need to finish the homework. And then let's see, we studied the absolute value. Absolute value. If x is a real number, and the absolute value of x is equal to what?
X 1.
If x is larger than or equal to 0, and the absolute value of x is equal to x, right? And if x is smaller than 0, and the absolute value of x is equal to
minus 6.
Minus x.
Negative. Minus 6.
Yeah, minus x. Yeah. Okay, and then we studied some properties of the absolute value, and let's review it. If the first property, the properties, let's see, the negative a, the absolute value of negative a is equal to the absolute value of a, right? The absolute value of negative a
Yes,
is
right.
equal to the absolute value of A, and then the second property is the absolute value of AB is equal to the absolute value of A
absolute value B.
multiplied the absolute value of B, right? And then the third one is the absolute value of A over the absolute value B is equal to the absolute value of A over B, right? This is the
Yeah.
third property. And the fourth property is the absolute value of A plus B is smaller than or equal to the absolute value of A plus the absolute value of B, right? This is the properties of the absolute value. And then we get inequality of the absolute value. And let's see. Okay, this is those knowledge as we studied in the previous lecture, right? And then next we studied the followings. Okay, let's study the following. And let's see the absolute values and its intervals. And let's see this. If A is a positive number, and let's see on this. We say this master A is a positive number. A is larger than 0. And if the first one is if the absolute value of X is equal to A, and it means if and only if. It means from the left can implies the right, and from the right can implies the left. So it is if and only if X is equal to negative or positive or negative A, right? This is the first one. And then let's see. The second one is the absolute value of X. If the absolute value of X is smaller than A, if and only if means, let's say if and only if X is larger than negative A and smaller than A, right? We first see the first property, and if this is a real line and this is 0, and let's say A is a positive number, right? So this A must be on the right of 0, and we point this point is A. And let's see if the absolute value of X is equal to A. This means the distance between X and 0, the distance between X and 0 is equal to A, right? The absolute value of X is equal to A. It means the distance between X and 0 is equal to A, right? This is the definition of the absolute value. And then let's see if the if the absolute value of X is equal to A, then this point A can be X, and this point negative A can be X. So those 2 points, this point and this point, from this point to the 0, and this distance is A, and from this point to this point, and the distance between this point is also the A. So there are 2 points then these 2 points means I say this is the point A, this is the point B, and then these 2 points is satisfy this equality. And then let's see the second property, and on the real line, and if this is 0, and this is negative A, and this is A, and let's see the absolute value of x is smaller than A, means the distance between x and zeros is smaller than A, right? So all the points between, let's say all the points between A and negative A and A is satisfy this inequality. So all the points this is satisfy this inequality. So this interval on the real line is like this. Okay, this is the second one, and then we see the third one. If the absolute value of x is larger than A, if and only if, then if and only if x is smaller than negative A, or x is larger than A. Let's see, this means the distance between x and zeros is larger than A. So let's see on the real line, this is the point 0. This is the negative A. This is A. And all the points between x and zeros are larger than A. So the point x must be on the left of the A, right? So the point on the left of the A is satisfy this inequality. So those points are satisfy this inequality. And then let's say on the left, the negative A is not in this inequality. So let's say this point, the distance between this point and the 0 is larger than A, right? So this point, so those points on the left of the negative A are contained in this inequality. So this is an interval. This is the interval solution to this absolute inequalities. Okay, this is the third property. And let's see the fourth one, last 4. And we say if the absolute value of A is smaller than or equal to A, and it means x is larger than or equal to minus A or smaller than A. Okay, and this, if we draw this on the real line, this is means this is 0, and this is minus A, this is A, and all the points between negative A and A are in this inequality, and then this is can equal to A. So the point negative A and this point A is the solution for this inequality. So we drawed a solid cone on the negative A and A. Okay, and the last one is if the absolute value of x is larger than or equal to A is equal to, if and only if x is larger than or equal to A or x is smaller than or equal to minus A. Okay, let's see on the real line. This is a real line, and this is the negative A, this is 0, and this is A. And all the numbers, let's see, this A and positive A positive a and negative a satisfy this inequality, so we draw a solid cone on this point, and then all the points larger than a is satisfy this inequality, so we draw a line, and we draw a line on this. So this is a solution for this absolute value inequality. Okay, those are some properties of the absolute value. Got it?
Hey, Shikhamondal, can you mute your mic?
Please, please.
Absolute value of for
Everybody,
this.
please turn off your mic except Laushi.
What?
I said everybody, please turn off their mic. We couldn't hear it properly.
Yeah, some others. Please turn off. Okay. Okay, let's see some examples. You may understand this. Okay, and let's see the first examples. The first example is to solve an equation with an absolute value. Okay, let's see this example. We solve this. The absolute value of 2x minus 5 is equal to 9. From this equation, and we say x is what means we solve this inequality. From this we get x is equal to what? Okay, let's see on this. Okay, and this equation is the absolute value of 2x minus 5 is equal to 9, and then we solve this equation. And let's see, from this equation we can get one properties of the absolute value we can use. Means if the absolute value of x is equal to a, if and only if x is equal to positive or negative a, right? So from this equation we can get, we can say from property, if x, the absolute value of x is equal to a, if and only if x is equal to positive or negative a, and from this we can get what? We can get the 2x minus 5 is equal to 9. This is the first one, right? And all 2x minus 5 is equal to minus 9, right? From this equation we can get these two equations, right? And then from the next one we can get when we ended the 5 on the both sides, we can get this is 2x and is equal to 40, right? And then if we this is the ended file on the both side. This is ended file on the both side, and then we divided by 2 on the both side, and we will get x is equal to 7, right? 7. So for the first equation, we can get x is equal to 7, and let's see. On the right equation, we can get what? The first we also ended 5 on the both sides, and we can get this is 2x
minus 4.
2x and is equal to minus 4, and then we divided by 2, right?
Minus
and we will
2.
get x is equal to x
Minus
is
2.
equal to minus 2. So there are two solutions for this equation, right?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
we can get the solution of this equation. There are two solutions. So x is equal to 7 and x is equal to -2, right? There are two solutions for this equation. Okay, got it. This is how to solve the equations about the absolute values. Okay, let's see the exercise. Give you some times to do this exercise, and then you send your answers to in the WeChat group. Okay.
Should we do it right now?
Yeah. Do it
Okay.
now.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah, if you finish, you can send your answers in the WeChat group.
First answer is minus half and t equals to minus half and 9/2.
Which one?
2t plus 5 equals to 4. Epsilon 2t plus 5.
Can we see? You can take photos of your answer.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay, I see it.
but how to take photo? Actually I'm attending my class with my laptop. So how to take photos?
Ah.
Take photo with your mobile and then send it to WeChat.
Okay.
Ma'am, done. I have submitted.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You say have the educations.
Ma'am, I have submitted.
What?
Submitted, ma'am.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
老师你好，
You say.
老师，我想做，但是我在酒店，我这边没有纸。
好。那你等你有纸了以后你再做吧。
好的，我那个星期天我发给你，你的电子邮箱上。
好的。
好，谢谢老师。
Okay, let's see this exercise together. The first one is, let's see it together, okay? The first one is the absolute value of 2t plus 5 is equal to 4. And let's see the solution of this is like, to solve this equation, we also need to use the property of the absolute value of x is equal to a if and only if x is equal to positive or negative a, right? We only need to use this property. And from this property, we can get 2t plus 5 is equal to 4, or 2t plus 5 is equal to minus 4, right? And from the first equation, from this equation, we can get, first we minus 5 on the both sides, we can get this is 2t is equal to minus 1, right? And from this, if we divide it by 2 on the both sides, and we can get t is equal to minus
1 by
1
2.
over 2. Yeah. This is the first solution to this equation. And then from the right equation, we can get 2t is equal to minus 9, right? And then we can get t is equal to minus 9 over 2, right? This is the first solution for the for the first one equation. And we say, and the solutions of this equation, t is equal to negative 1 over 2, and t is equal to negative 9 over 2. These are two solutions of this equation, right? This is the first exercise. And the third exercise is the absolute value of s over 2 minus 1 is equal to 1. Okay, we also use these properties. Let's see. We also use these properties, and from this property we can get this solution is like this. S over 2 minus 1 is equal to 1, or s over 2 minus 1 is equal to minus 1, right? We can get this two equation. And from the first equation, we can get first ended 1 on the both sides, we can get s over 2 is equal to 2, right? And then multiplied 2 on the both sides, we will get s is equal to 4. This is the first solution for this equation. And then for this equation, we can get s over 2 is equal to, we ended 1 on the both sides, and we can get s over 2 is equal to 0, right? And then multiply 2 on the both sides, and we will get s is equal to 0. Okay, these are two solutions for this equation. And we say the solution of this equation s is equal to 4 and s is equal to 0. These are two solutions for this. Okay, this is some examples about how to solve the absolute value equations. And then we studied how to solve absolute value inequality. And let's see, this is an inequality about the absolute value. And let's say this inequality is the absolute value of L3 minus 2 over x is smaller than 1. Okay, let's see this inequality. We see on this for convenient. Let's see. This equality is the absolute value. Absolute value is 3 minus 2 over x is smaller than 1. And let's see, to solve this inequality, we can use which property about the absolute value? Which absolute value can you seek to solve this, to use solve this inequality? Like this,
Absolute x is greater than a
the
is greater
absolute
than absolute
value
x.
of x, if the absolute value of x
Greater than
is
a.
smaller than a,
Smaller
is
than.
yeah equal to x is larger than negative
Minus
a.
Negative a and positive a.
plus a.
Yeah,
Middle
yeah,
of the sentence x.
yeah. We can use this property to solve this inequality, right? So
Yeah, right.
to use this property, we can get. Let's see. Let's solve it. Hello, and we have s 3 minus 2 over x. From this, we can, let's see, we can say this is the box, the absolute value of this is smaller than 1, right? So this will be smaller than 1 and larger than minus 1, right?
Yes.
From this property, we can get 3 minus 2 over x is larger than minus 1 and smaller than 1. And we can get this. So we can get this, and then to solve this inequality, we ended, let's see, we ended the -3. We ended the -3 on the both side.
Both side or third side?
Or both side of this. Yeah. Wait a moment. We ended the negative -3, and then we can get this -1 ended the -3 will get -4, right? Where -4 is smaller than, then this will be
2 by x.
-2 over x, right? And it will be smaller than, if 1 -3, it will be get -2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, if we ended the same number on the both side, and the inequality will be perceived, right?
Yeah, we can multiply it by 2.
What?
We can multiply it by
No.
2.
We have to multiply first minus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if we minus this 3, and then will be that have a x, only have a x.
Yes, we need only x.
Yes, and then let's say to solve this inequality, and then we divided by
Half. 1 by 2.
Oh, wait moment, some.
Divided by half.
Yeah, divided by, we use divided by
1.
minus 2.
Let's say if we divide it by minus 2 on the both side, we can get what?
It will
If
be,
this-
I guess, plus 2. Then we
This
can
this
remove
if
2.
this minus 4 divided by minus 2, it will be get 2, right?
2.
And if we divide it by a negative number, and it will be reverse this inequality, right?
Yeah, plus.
So this if this is smaller than, and then will be become the larger than, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the order inequality about the, let's see it. We write the property in this. You can one if A if let's say if A is smaller than B, right? If A is smaller than B and C, and then C is a negative number, and it will be implies AC is larger than BC, right? Yeah, right. This is the order property about the real numbers, right? And let's say if we divide it by negative 2, and it means we multiplied negative 1 over 2, right? Divided by a negative 2 means multiplied negative 1 over 2, right? If we multiplied a negative 1 over 2, and then it will be get, this is 2, right? And for this equality, this is smaller than, and then this will be larger than. It will be reverse this inequality, right? So, and let's see if we might multiply the negative 1 over 2, and we will get this is a negative, and this is a negative, and we will get this is a positive, right? And this is 2 over x, and multiplied minus 1 over 2, it will be get 1 over x, right?
Yes.
Yes, and then for this inequality, we multiplied a negative number, right? So it will be reverse this inequality. It will be also reverse the inequality, right?
Yes.
So this will be, this is smaller than, so this will be larger than. Okay, and then this is the negative 2, and if it multiplied the negative 1 over
1.
2, and it
Just
will
1.
be 1, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we will get 1 over x is larger than 1 and smaller than 2, right? So let's say from this we can get x, and we can get x is larger than what? We can get x is larger than 1 over 2 and smaller than 1, right?
Yes.
From the, can you get it from this to is we use what? Which property? We see we see the left inequality. We first see the left property. Let's see x 1 over x. 1 over x is smaller than 2, right? And for this, let's see, for this, we can use this property. If A is larger than B and AB are positive, and we will implies 1 over A is smaller than 1 over B. This is property, right? Let's see this. This property. This is the order property. What moment?
Actually, I think you didn't mention about this property.
Yeah, let's say if A is smaller than B, and then 1 over B is smaller than 1 over A, right? This is the next property about the real numbers. So let's see this. If A is larger than B, and then we will get 1 over A is smaller than 1 over B. And from this property, we can get if A is larger than 1 over X, and we will get 1 over 2. 1 over 2 is smaller than X, right? Okay, this is the left inequality, and then we see this right inequality, and let's see, this is the x 1 over x is larger than 1, and then from this inequality we can get x is smaller than 1, right? And then together this and this, we can get x is larger than 1 over 2 and smaller than 1, right? So this is the solution for the for this inequality. Okay. And let's see if if we use the intervals to repeat this inequality to these solutions, we can get 1 over 2 parentheses 1 over 2 point 1, and this is the solution in interval of this inequality. And if we draw this interval on the real line, means this is 0, and this is 1 over 2, and this is 1, and then this is the L cone, and this is the L cone, and we draw a line between these. So this is the solution of this inequality. Okay.
Laushi, can you repeat please? Last line.
Next step.
Last step of the solution.
Yeah, last question.
This step.
Yes.
Yes,
Ma'am, they
yes,
say
yes.
to repeat the real line, the last portion of this math.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see on this on slides. Okay, let's see on the slides, and let's see. We need to solve this inequality, right? And to solve this inequality, we used the property of the absolute value. We used this property, and from this we can get 3 minus 2 over x is larger than minus x and smaller than 1, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. And to solve this inequality, we subtract 3 on this inequality and on this inequality on the both side, right?
Yeah,
and
right.
then we can get this will be minus 4, and this in the middle of the inequality it will be minus 2 over x, right?
Yes, right.
And this will be smaller than minus 2.
Yes.
Yeah, and then we multiplied 1 over minus 1 over 2. to this inequality, right? Yes, if we multiply the negative numbers on the both sides, it will be reverse this inequality, right?
It would be plus 2.
If we multiply a negative number on the both sides of the inequality, it will be reverse this inequality, right? We
Yeah.
first see we see the first the first inequality. What moment? You first see the
What?
first inequality. We see this is a inequality, right? And
Yeah,
this
this
is
is
also a inequality, right? And we see if the -4 is smaller than -2 over x, this is the equality, right? If we multiplied a -1 over 2 on the both side, it will be reverse this inequality, right? So on the left, it will be this is a minus, this is a minus, it will be 2, right?
Yes.
And
Yes.
this is smaller than, and it will become larger than, right?
yes.
And this will become 1 over x, right?
X. Yes.
Yes, this is the this is the first inequality. And on the right, this inequality, let's see, this inequality means -2 over x is smaller than -2, right? And if
Right.
we multiply the -1 over 2 on the both sides, it will be also reverse this inequality, right? And then this will become 1 over x, right? And
Yes.
this is smaller than, so this is will become larger than, right?
Yes.
Right.
Larger than, and this is a -2, and this is multiplied the -1 over 2, right? And it will be get 1, right?
1.
So if
How
we,
can I get one? Please repeat.
yeah,
Please.
if we together this inequality and this
How
inequality,
did you
we will get this inequality, right?
Yes, this inequality. Then
Yeah, this this is for this, and then we can get, let's see, also we see the left inequality. The left inequality is 1 smaller than 1 over x, right?
yes.
And then let's see this. Can you remember these orders? If A is smaller than B and AB as a positive number, and it will be implies 1 over B is smaller than 1 over A. This is the order property we studied
Okay.
on the previous lessons. Yes?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if we use this property, let's say 1 is smaller than 1 over x. And for use this property, we can get this x is smaller than 1, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, let's see the on the right
Yes.
inequality we use, and this is 1 over x is smaller than 2, right? 1
Yes.
over x is smaller than 2.
Yes.
And if we use this property, we can get 1 over 2 is smaller than x, right?
Yes.
Yes. And if we together those inequality, we can get x is larger than 1 over 2 and smaller than 1, right?
Yes.
Yes. Got it? Yes, okay. And then we can get the solution of this. This inequality is open interval, and this open interval is 1 over 2 and 1, and this is a parenthesis, and this is a parenthesis, And if we draw this on the real line, and it will be, this is 0, and this is 1/2, and this is 1. And then all the solutions between this is the solutions, and this is the L cone, and this is the L cone. So this is the pictures for this interval. Okay. Okay, have any questions?
Okay, ma'am, but
No.
Okay.
some
Okay.
doubts are.
Okay, let's rest for 10 minutes, and we will go
Hello,
on.
Laushi.
Okay.
Laushi, can you describe last one? One. How can I get one from two?
Which?
Last line. Last line.
This?
How last
Yeah,
line?
yeah, yeah.
How can I get one from two? Oh, you can. You did multiply by half, but I cannot understand how it is
Yeah.
happening.
My question too.
Let's say
Yeah,
we
same
used this property, right? We used this property, right? If A is smaller than B, and we will get 1/B is smaller than 1/A, right?
Yes, it is property.
For examples, 3 is smaller than 4, right?
Yes.
Yes, and from this we will get 1/4 is smaller than 1/3.
Oh,
Yeah, right.
Yes, right.
okay.
Yeah. So if 1 is smaller than 1/x, and then we will get x is smaller than 1.
Not clear, Laushi. This math is not clear. Last line is not clear. Only one.
And let's say this is let's say if this is 1, and then we use 1/1 is equal to 1, right? And if we use 1 divided by 1/x, and it will be get x, right?
Yes.
Yes. So it's this 1/x like the numbers b on this one, on this inequality, right?
Right.
And then we use 1/b, and we can get 1/1x, right? This will be get x.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is smaller than 1/A, and the A in this inequality is 1, right?
Yeah.
So this is 1.
Lashi, can you show another example of the same math? Then might be we can understand it.
Another example. Okay, we
Same method. With same method.
for this property.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
For this-
yeah. I think we need
Please.
another example.
Yeah. So okay, let's rest 10 minutes, and next class we give you some examples. Okay.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I
How
think
to
it will
love
be
you,
better.
how to.
We got
Okay,
10-minute breaks, ma'am.
Take 10 minutes break.
Okay.
20 minutes or 10 minutes.
10 minutes would be
Okay,
okay.
I'll be
10
right back after 10 minutes.
10
আরে
minutes.
বাড়া কিছুই তো বুঝি না রে এটা তো
10
বুঝতে পারি
minutes.
না
Okay.
লাস্ট
10 minutes back.
Don't speak in Bengali.
We need
Lashi,
more, brother.
Excuse me, Lashi is speaking.
এই লাস্ট
Okay,
লাইনে
আচ্ছা।
ওটা হচ্ছে লেস
What's up?
দেন আর গ্রেটার দেনের যে চিহ্নটা আছে না ওইটা শুধু চেঞ্জ করে মানে এই দিকে দিছে যে ডিভাইডেড করার সময় যে চেঞ্জটা
বুঝলাম।
হয় সেটা আমাদের
আরে
যেদিকে
ভাই।
বোঝাইছে
আচ্ছা শোনো, এটা
চেঞ্জ করে বিপরীত দিকে দিছে
কেমনে পাইলাম আমি ওয়ানটা
এই-
কেমনে পাইলাম
ওয়ানটা কেমনে পেলাম?
ওয়ানটা হচ্ছে হলো গিয়ে যে দেখো তোমার প্রথমে যখন ডিভাইডেড করি তখন চেঞ্জ হয় না, আমাদের বাম পাশে যে 1টা আছে ওইটা আমরা যখন চেঞ্জ করব, তোমার মাঝখানে যে এখানে 1 ইজ গ্রেটার লেস দেন হলো গিয়া 1 ডিভাইডেড এক্স। তো যখন ডিভাইডেড করে এখানে আমরা এক্স আনলাম, তখন এই গ্রেটার দেন যে 1 ডিভাইডেড এক্স এইটা চেঞ্জ হয়ে লেস দেন 1 এর চেয়ে লেস দেন হয়ে যাবে। তো দেখো এই পাশের মানে এই বাম পাশের 1টা
এটা
এই
কত
পাশে
নাম্বার
এসে
লাইন?
ডান পাশে হইছে।
ভাই তুমি এটা কত নাম্বার লাইন বলতেছো?
এই যে লাস্টের আগের লাইন।
হ্যাঁ আরেকবার বলো একটু ভাই।
লাস্টের আগের লাইন।
হ্যাঁ, এটা তো 2 দ্বারা ডিভাইডেড করছে।
এখানে হচ্ছে
হাফ দ্বারা ডিভাইডেড
মাইনাস হাফ দ্বারা
হ্যাঁ, এখানে মাইনাস হাফ দ্বারা যখন ডিভাইডেড করছে তখন তোমার যে চেঞ্জ হয়ে যাবে, এখানে লেস দেনের যে চিহ্নটা আছে আর গ্রেটার দেন এটা তো চেঞ্জ হয়ে যাবে। শুধু বাম পাশের 1টা এই পাশে আসছে, আর আবার হাফ যেখানে 2 আছে ডান পাশে ওইটা হচ্ছে নিচের লাইন, আবার দেখো এই পাশে হাফ হয়ে গেছে।
আচ্ছা, যে ওই হাফটা 2 এখানে বুঝলাম যে ওটা হাফ হলো মাল্টিপ্লাই করার কারণে, তো ওটা কিভাবে হাফ হয় এখানে 2 দ্বারা মাল্টিপ্লাই করলে?
মাইনাস হাফ দ্বারা তো প্রথমে মাল্টিপ্লাই করছে,
মাইনাস হাফ দ্বারা আমি 2 এর মাল্টিপ্লাই করলাম, তো ওইখানে 2 কি হাফ কিভাবে আসে তাহলে?
Can you please use English?
No, I cannot speak English because I cannot understand. We are talking about Bangladesh because we had getting.
Hey Omar bro, where are you?
And understand them.
We can discuss. We can discuss this. We can discuss it later, man.
All right.
Okay, bro.
There is a small trick.
Please don't speak in Bengali. It's bad for our reputation, bro.
On the third line, if we just make it upside down.
Omar, just
on the third
make it
line,
simple.
okay?
Where is Omar? Where is our brilliant boy Omar?
Omar is coming, brother.
Yes,
no,
I'm speaking, brother. So on
Yeah,
the
just
third
make
line,
it
if
simple.
we make it upside down, okay? If we make the interval upside down, then it will be reversed. Then the sign will be reversed, okay?
আরে ভাই তাহলে তো তুমি লাস্টের মতই বলতাছো।
If I reverse on,
বাংলায় বলো, বাংলায় বলো ভাই।
বাংলায় বলো তো।
If I reverse on, that will be on. And if I reverse on by x, that will be x. And if I reverse 2, that will be on by 2. Okay?
বাংলায় বলো।
ওমর তুমি হচ্ছে পরে ক্লাসে বুঝাই দিও।
Let me write down it. Let me write down it.
ওমর তাহলে তো তুমি লাউসি হয়ে গেলা ভাই। বাংলায় বলো ভাই।
এখানে so if we make it reverse, okay, make it reverse. Like if I make on reverse, okay, that will be on. And if I make on by x reverse, that will be only x. And if I reverse 2, that will be on by 2. Okay?
আরে ভাই বাংলায় বলো না, বুঝি না
ভাই
তো।
কথা হচ্ছে কি আমরা এটারে উপর নিচ করে দিই, হ্যাঁ, মানে নিচেটার উপরে দিই, উপরটার নিচে দিই। ঠিক আছে, দেওয়ার পরে তাহলে কি হবে, আমাদের এই চিহ্নটা পাল্টে যাবে। ঠিক আছে, চিহ্নটা পাল্টে গেলে পরে এটা ছিল বড় হয়ে যাবে।
Can you pardon us and speak English because
no, sorry, we can't.
You guys on this platform.
Sorry, we can't talk in English.
This is for only Bangladeshi student. He wants to learn from his language. Okay, please.
We can't talk in English.
He is not understanding the English method.
দেখুন আমরা যারা বাংলাদেশে
we can discuss this math after
এখন ইংরেজিতে ডিসকাস করা হোক, কারণ সবাই আছে।
Yes, we can.
এখন ইংরেজিতে
it's an international group, bro. Please don't break the rules. We can discuss it later after this class.
After this
like
class.
Laushi is listening to us, so why you are talking in Bengali?
Okay, please give time to Omar.
Later.
Omar, start
in English.
Omar always rocks.
So can I discuss it in English? Okay.
Everyone,
we just make this reverse, okay? So if I make on reverse, that will be only on. If I make on by x reverse, that will be only x. And if I make 2 reverse, that will be on by 2.
1 by 2.
So as I reverse these numbers, so this inequality sign will also be reversed, okay? So let's reverse this. Then we get this line. X will be greater than on by 2 and x will be less than 1. It is this simple. Guys, got it?
আরে ভাই তুমি ছবি তুলতাছো। Got it, Omar, got it.
Okay, thank you.
Hassan, got it?
Yep. Yeah, got it. It's simple. It's just change the,
আরে ভাই বাংলায় এটা
up and down.
এটা যদি বাংলায় হয় 2 মিনিট বলতে তাহলেই হয়ে যেত না।
It's super simple. This change
It's
method.
very
That's why it's
simple.
become
Just
We
reverse
have to
the
discuss. We have to
smaller.
discuss it
greater
later.
than and less than sign.
Yeah, we will discuss it later. Okay, let's have some snack cause I'm starving.
ভাই ক্লাস দেখে মনে
I'm
হইতেছে
also hungry.
এসব দেখে কানার হাট বাজার একটা
I'll
গান
be
ছিল
back
না, সেই
within
গানের কথা
5
মনে
minutes.
হইতেছে।
How much
Lastly,
break
you
we
can
have got?
continue, please.
Oh my gosh, while she's coming.
What? I'm going to eat.
Maybe Laoshu is listening to us and she hear everything what we told. But maybe don't
Doesn't
understand
matter.
we speak in Bengali.
Doesn't matter.
It's okay. Not a big deal.
Okay, let's focus on the class, everybody.
আরে ভাই লাভসি তো শুরুই করে নাই।
বাংলাদেশি পোলাপান আসলেই ভেজাল।
Let me eat.
এক নম্বরে তুমি।
এই গাড়ির শব্দ কাল মিয়া, কাল তো অর্ধেক শেষ।
এই হাসান, হাসান এমডি নাহিদ, হাসান এমডি নাহিদ।
It's not me, it's not me.
তুমি কি ভাই পার্কে?
There are another person, Hasan and Naim and Nahid. Why they are using Mars?
He's roaming in the park.
Maybe he got coronavirus.
Patient of COVID-19. Yes.
We are double vaccinated, so.
Rashid Mia, what's up, guys?
Nothing bad, just it is going on as a market.
Hasan and Nahid.
Hey Hasan, Mahmoud, Hasan.
Yep. Yep.
Hey ভাই তোমার ক্যামেরা অলওয়েজ অন থাকে। আমি বুঝি না তুমি কি তোমার চেহারা দেখাইতে ভালোবাসো? সব সময় অন থাকে ভাই।
কথা বলবে।
আমি এখনই যেতেছি গা।
আর তোমার হাত উপর করে কেন?
বাই।
না থাকো অসুবিধা নাই।
Bro, why don't you guys understand? This video is recording. Why are you speaking Bangla?
Who the hell are you?
It feels so disturbed for us.
Okay. Stop making fun. Let's focus
okay,
on
now we have to mute one yourself.
I was gonna drink and fall asleep in the bathtub. Oh, what is it called? It's Pogo. Oh, he can eat me. Oh, yeah. Jamal's boss.
Hi, Vivian. Morning.
Umar ভাই আছো?
Maybe Umar brother want for it. Who is so hungry?
I can hear the flash sound. Maybe someone is using restroom.
Oh, please, this is your only personal. Don't make a comment on this.
Hey, Alamin, bro, where are you?
Maybe it's Alamin.
No, I just got into where am I? What am I
Okay.
saying?
Sorry,
Like I'm
sorry.
in the market and I just arrived my workplace.
Hello.
Hey, Alamin, what's up?
Not so good, bro. I'm just pissed off.
ভাই বাংলাদেশ বিদেশিরা তো বাংলাদেশিদের খেপে যাবো গা।
কেন কেন?
এই যে আমরা এখানে কথা বলতেছি
গালাগালির উপরেই আছে মনে মনে।
ভাই
গালাগালির
এখানে
উপরেই আছে।
ভাই আমি একটা কথা বলি, এটা হচ্ছে ইন্টারন্যাশনাল গ্রুপ, বুঝছো? আমরা যত বাংলা দিয়ে ডিসকাস কম করব, যার জন্য মানে সেটা আমাদের জন্য বেটার হবে, কারণ একটা রেপুটেশনের বিষয় আছে, ওরা আমাদের কথা বুঝতে পারে না, আর আমরা কি বলতেছি সেটা হচ্ছে ওরা বুঝতেছে না।
এই জন্য তো আমাদের রেপুটেশনটা বেড়ে গেল ভাই।
না
ভাই এভাবে
I told the same thing.
কথা বললে বিরক্ত হয় মানুষ, বুঝছেন?
হ্যাঁ, মানুষজন বিরক্ত হয়, সেই জন্য আমি বলতেছি যে আমরা যত বাংলাতে কথা কম বলবো তত আমাদের জন্য ভালো। আমরা ক্লাস শেষে ডিসকাস করি জয়েন হয়ে,
আরেকটা
সমস্যা নেই।
বিষয় আছে যে ভাই যদি ইংরেজি বাদে অন্য ভাষায় কথা বলেন তাহলে কেউ কেউ মনে করে যে আমাদের নিয়ে হাসাহাসি করছে, তো এটা একটু ঠিক আছে।
ঠিক আছে,
তো এমনিতে কোনো সমস্যা থাকলে পরবর্তীতে নিজেদের মধ্যে আলোচনা করা ভালো। তো ব্রেকের টাইমে করেন যা ভালো লাগে
বাংলাদেশ ইজ দা বেস্ট।
না ভাই, এটা বললে তো হবে না, একটু আমাদের বুঝতে হবে।
হ্যালো।
And while we are
Hey,
talking,
Mondol.
some people are grabbing their lunch.
Mondol, where are you from? Hello.
Let's start the class, okay?
Okay, ma'am, we are ready. Please
Okay.
go on.
Others, if you don't have the questions, you need turn off your microphone, okay? Okay, let's have some examples about this.
We have got this
Who draw
map.
on my screen? This is okay. Let's have some example about the. We first see the property about the order properties of the real numbers. The next properties is if A, B are positive numbers or negative numbers,
Negative.
negative numbers, and we can get if A is smaller than B, and will be implies 1 over B is smaller than 1 over A, right? This is the next order property, and let's see some example about this. And let's say 1 is smaller than 3, right?
Yes.
1 over, and we can imply, and 1 over B is 1 over B like a reciprocal of the B, right?
Yes.
Reciprocal. So the reciprocal of 3 is 1 over 3, right? So 1 over 3 is smaller than 1, right?
Yes.
Yes, let's see another example means 1 over 2 is smaller than 1, right?
Yes.
Yes, and from this, and we can get, let's see, if this like a number A and this like a number B, right? So a reciprocal of 1 is 1, right?
Yes.
And then this reciprocal is smaller than 1 over 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So if 1 over 2, this number, it means the reciprocal of 1 over 2 and it's equal to 2, right?
Yes.
So from this equation we can get, or from this inequality we can get 1 is smaller than 2, right?
Yes.
So like this, like 1 over 3 and is smaller than 2, right? And from this inequality we can get what? 1 over 2 is smaller than 3, right?
Yes.
Yes, so this is some examples of this property, for this property. And if you understand this property, you can get this the last step of this one. And let's see 1 is smaller than 1 over x, right?
Yes.
Yeah, right.
And let's see 1 is smaller than 1 over x. Wait a moment. Okay, 1 over x. And from this, we can get x is smaller than 1, right?
Yes.
Yes, and 1 over x is smaller than, wait a moment, this is 1 over 2. Oh, but 1 over x is smaller than 2, right? In the left.
Yes.
Yes. So we can get 1 over 2 is smaller than x, right?
Yes.
Yes. So together this equation we can get x is larger than 1 over 2 and smaller than 1, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, got it. Understand?
I have got it. Yes,
Yeah, yeah,
understand. 谢谢老师。
不用谢。
谢谢。
好，let's start next, and this we see this equation, this inequality, and let's see the absolute value of 2x minus 3 is smaller than or equal to 1. To solve this inequality, we can use which absolute value properties?
Property number 3.
Which we can get if x, the absolute value of x is smaller than or equal to a, it is if and only if x is larger than or equal to minus a and smaller than or equal to a, right?
Yes.
To solve this inequality, we can use these properties, right?
Yeah, property number 4.
Yeah. So we can, to solve this, we can get 2x minus 3 is larger than or equal to minus 1, right? And is smaller than 1, right?
Yes.
Yes. And then we ended 3 on both sides of this two inequality, right? And we can get this is 3 minus 1 is 2, right? And it will be 2x. And then on the right, it will be 4, right?
Yes.
Yes. And then to this inequality, if we divide it by 2, also you can multiply the 1 over 2 on the both sides, and you can get x is larger than or equal to 1. And x is smaller than 2, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and then for this, we can get the solution of this inequality is the closed interval is from bracket 1, 2, 2, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
This is the first example.
Yeah, that was good.
Ma'am, should
Yeah.
we draw the line also?
Yeah. Okay. This is a real line, right? And this is 0, and then it will be 1, because 1 and 2 are the positive number, so it will be on the right of the 0, and it will be 2, right?
Yeah.
And then
Close.
1 and
So it
2
will
are
be
the solution of this inequality. So we need to draw a solid cone on this, right?
yeah.
Yes,
And
Right.
all the
because it is
solution
closed.
and all the solution between these, all the numbers between these are the solutions, right? So we
Right.
draw a line between these. So the solution is like this. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's see the second example. Let's see the absolute value of 2x minus 3 is larger than or equal to 1. Okay. Let's see. To solve this equation, we can use which property? We can use if the absolute value of x is larger than or equal to a, if and only if x is what? If and only if x is larger than or equal to a, right?
Property number 5.
Or x is smaller than or equal to negative minus a, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. For this
five.
property, we can solve this inequality. Let's see. The absolute value of 2x minus 3 is larger than or equal to 1, right? If and only if 2x minus 3 is larger than or equal to 1, right? Or 2x minus 3 is smaller than or equal to negative 1, right? So from this inequality, we can get this equality or this inequality, right? So from the next one, we can get, if we ended 3 on the both sides, we can get 2x is larger than or equal to 4, right? And then if we multiply the 1 over 2 on the both sides, we will get x is larger than or equal to 2, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. This is the solution for the first inequality. And then for the right inequality, we can get, if we minus or if we ended 3 on the both sides, we can get 2x is smaller than or equal to 2, right?
Right.
Yep.
Yes. And then we multiplied 1 over 2 on the both sides, we can get x is smaller than or equal to 1, right?
Right.
Yeah, right.
So this is a solution. This is a solution for the inequality, right?
But ma'am, where is this sign come from? The solution set is minus infinity 1 and
where is the
sign.
infinite symbol come from?
Infinitive symbol. Now infinity symbol not.
Which step?
The solution set is
The solution set is negative infinitive 1 and
He's talking
union
sign. He's talking about union sign.
Yeah, I am talking about union sign.
Let's say this is x smaller than or equal to 1, right?
Yeah. Right.
Yes.
Yes. So every number smaller than or equal to 1 is the solution for this, right?
Yes.
Yes. So it will be from the negative infinity to 1, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
one
right,
is
yeah.
also a solution for this inequality, so it will be bracket, right?
Repeat, please.
So this is the interval for this solution, and let's say this is the x larger than or equal to 2. So every number larger than 2 is a solution for this inequality, right? So every number larger than 2 and also can equal to 2. So this is a bracket, and all the numbers larger than 2 means from 2 to the positive infinity. So this is an interval for this solution. Okay, so this and this are the solution to the inequality. So we use the camp. Okay.
All right, Lotso.
Okay. Okay, this is a solution. And let's see on the real line, and this is 1, and this is 2, and this is 0, and all the numbers smaller than 1, and also this is a solid cone, and smaller than 1 means all the numbers on the left of the 1, right? So we draw a line on the left of 1, and then all the numbers larger than 2 and also can equal to 2. So we draw a solid cone on the 2, and all the numbers larger than 2 means all the numbers on the right of 2, right? So we draw a line on the right of 2. So this is a picture for this solution. Okay, understand?
Yeah, understand.
Yes, okay. You can do this exercise. Give you some minutes do this, and you will get this knowledge. Okay?
Is it homework?
Yeah.
We have to do now, right?
Laushi, is it homework or we have to do right now? Which
Yeah,
one?
right now. Do it
Okay,
right
Laushi.
now, and then we
Okay.
will we
Sure,
will
teacher.
yeah, and then send your answers in the WeChat group.
Okay, Lashi.
Okay. Okay, you need to show the solution on the real line. Okay.
You said we should indicate the answer on a real line.
I have solution A, solid A.
Yeah, okay. You need you need to enter your student number before your name, okay? On the WeChat group.
In where? WeChat or our Zummu app?
WeChat
Chatbot.
group. WeChat group. When you send the message, I need find your student number, okay?
Okay.
Or you can write your student number on your homework, on your answer, okay?
Okay, we got it, ma'am.
Yeah.
Done. Have sent it to the WeChat group.
Have you finished?
Yes, Laushi.
Yes, Laushi.
Yes, okay, let's see it together. Okay, let's see the first one is the absolute value of 2x plus 7 is smaller than 1, right? And to solve this inequality, we will use this property, like the absolute value of x if it is smaller than a, and if and only if x is larger than minus a smaller than a, right? We use this property and to solve this inequality. And let's see solution. The absolute value of 2x plus 7 smaller than 1 if and only if 2x plus 7 is larger than minus 1 smaller than 1, right? And from this inequality is if and only if, and if we, let's say if we subtract 7 on the both side, and it means if we ended what is if we ended -7 on the both side, ended -7 on the both side, and we can get -1 ended -5, it will be get -8, right? And then it will be smaller than 2x. This is ended -5, and it will be 0, and is smaller than 1 ended -7, it will be -6, right? And we can get this inequality. And from this inequality, if we multiply 1/2 on the both sides, and we can get if and only if, let's say, -h multiplied 1/2 will be get -4. And if we multiplied a positive number on the both sides, it will be pursue this inequality, and it will be smaller than x, and smaller than -6 multiplied 1/2 will get the -3, right? So this will be the solution for this inequality. And let's see it on the real line. And let's say this is a real line, and this is a 0, and the -3, this will be -1, and this is -2, and this is -3, and this is -4. And let's say the -3 and -4 is not the solution for this inequality. So we draw a L cone on the -3 and -4, and all the numbers between -4 and -3 are the solution for this inequality. So we draw a line between these. So we draw a line between this. So this is the solution on the real line. And if we write this at interval, it will be parentheses -4 to -3 parentheses. Okay, it is this interval is an open interval. Okay, this is the solution for the first exercise. And got it?
Got it. That was
Yes, got
good.
it.
Yes, okay, let's see the second exercise. B is the absolute value of S plus 3 is larger than or equal to 1/2, right? To solve this inequality, and we will use this property, like the absolute value of X is larger than or equal to A, if and only if X is larger than or equal to A, or X is smaller than or equal to -A, right? To solve this inequality, we will use this property. And use this property, we can get a solution like this. Solution, we can get the absolute value of S plus 3 larger than or equal to 1/2 is if and only if, and S plus 3 is larger than or equal to 1/2. This is the first inequality. Or S plus 3 is smaller than or equal to -1/2, right? From this inequality, we can get this two inequality, and we can say from this first inequality, we can get if and only if we ended -3 on the both sides, we can get S is larger than or equal to 1/2 minus 3 will be get 1/2 minus 6/2 is equal to minus 5/2, right? So it will be larger than or equal to minus 5/2. Okay, this is the first solution for this inequality. And then O S smaller than or equal to, when we minus 3 on the both sides, it will be get this is S smaller than or equal to the minus 1/2 minus 3, it will be get -1/2 minus 6/2, right? And it will be get minus 7/2. So S is smaller than or equal to minus 7/2. So these are the solution for this inequality. Okay. Okay, let's see this solution on the real line. One moment. Okay, let's see on the real line. and this is a real 9, and this is a 0, and this is a negative number, and this is also negative number. And we see the negative, this is negative 1, and this is negative 2, and this is negative 3. And let's see, negative 5 over 2. Negative 5 over 2 is the middle point. Is the middle point between the negative 2 and the negative 3, right? Negative 5 over 2 is the middle point between negative 3 and the negative 2. So this point is the negative 5 over 2. Okay. And then this is the point, the negative 8. And then the negative 7 over 2 is the middle point of the negative 3 and the negative 4, right? So this point, this middle point, it will be minus 7 over 2, okay? And the solution it will be equal to minus 5 over 2 and minus 7 over 2. So this point is a solid cone, and this point also a solid cone. And let's see, all the numbers larger than minus 7 over 2 is a solution to this inequality. So all the numbers on the right of the minus 5 over 2 is a solution to this inequality. So we draw a line on the right of this number. So this is the solution. And let's see, S can be smaller than or equal to minus 7 over 2. So all the numbers on the left of this point, is a solution to this inequality. So we draw a line on the left of this point. So this is a picture on the real line. Okay, if we write this at an interval, it will be from negative infinity to the negative 1 to the negative 7 over 2, and cap negative 5 over 2 to the positive infinity. Okay, sorry, this is because it can be equal to, so this is a bracket.
Why this bracket again? Can you please repeat?
What question?
Why this third bracket?
Because it can be equal to negative 7 over 2 and can be equal to negative 5 over 2. So this is a bracket.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, this is the solution for the second exercise.
Hello,
got it.
Why second result is infinity plus?
Which?
Minus 5 over 2. Infinity plus. Why plus?
Minus 5 over 2. What?
Then plus infinity. Why plus infinity?
Positive infinity.
Because of it goes on forever. On that
Why?
point.
Because the line goes right, bro.
Because the line goes on plus side forever.
Positive side.
Yes.
Got it.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, this is next one for our class. This is the next one about the real numbers and the real line. And about the real numbers and the real line, we studied the real numbers and some definition about real numbers and the properties and the some properties of the real numbers, and then we studied the intervals. Also some subset about the real number, and we also studied the intervals. We studied the finite intervals and the infinite intervals, and then we studied how to solve the inequalities and studied the absolute values, right? Okay, this is the first lectures, and for these lectures, you need to do this exercise I have said in the previous lecture, right? You need to do this exercise, and you need to send your homework to my email.
Okay. Will I send this exercise by email, both of them? I did not send your email first previous class exercise.
You can take pictures, or you can see
are the
on the
previous
Word
class
or PDF. And
will I do in one PDF or one by one PDF? I mean second PDF.
One
One
PDF.
PDF.
One PDF.
Okay, I mean that I did not submit my previous exercise to the Laoshi email. So
Bro, this is the previous exercise.
oh,
Laoshi
okay.
gave us
Sorry,
only
sorry.
one exercise.
Okay, I have not brother. Sorry about that.
The same.
okay, you need to send your
previous
homework to me before this Sunday. Okay.
Sure,
Okay.
ma'am, we'll submit it
Laoshi.
definitely.
Okay.
Before Sunday or on Sunday?
Already submit.
Laoshi, is there any homework for today?
Sunday, because this September 26th. Okay.
Is there any homework for today, Laoshi?
What?
Same homework.
That's it.
Maybe no.
That's it. Is there
No
it,
homework for
Laoshi?
today. No homework for today.
老师下课了吗？
没有下
老师
课，没有下课，我只是在布置作业，没有。
啊，明白了，明白了。
This is the homework for the first one lectures, and then we studied the second lecture. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Then
For
let's
today
study.
we have no homework, Laoshi. For today we have no homework. We have to do previous class homework. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you, Laoshi.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thank
so
you
today
a lot.
we won't get any homework. The previous one is still remaining.
We studied next lecture about this.
Yeah.
Now we studied the lecture 2, right? Okay.
Your email address, Laoshi, please.
The class not finished. Okay.
Okay, Laoshi, thank you.
Okay. Let's study the next lecture 2.
Can you give me your email address, please, again?
I will give you on the WeChat group.
Okay.
Check our student group.
Okay. Now we study the lecture 2, and this lecture is divided into 4 parts, and we will study these 4 parts. And the first one is the Cartesian coordinates in the plane, and the second one is increments and the straight line, and the straight line is important to you. And then we will study the distance and the circles in the plane, and the distance, the circles in the plane. And then we will study the parabolas in the plane, and this parabolas is also important. Okay, let's first study the Cartesian coordinate in the plane.
Can you give me this PDF file of lecture 2?
After class, I
she
will
will
send it
the class.
to you. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, let's study Cartesian coordinates in the plane, and and in the previous lectures we studied the real line, right?
Yeah.
If the real line, we say every real numbers. Every real if we draw a real line, and this is a 0, this is 1, and this is
2, 3, 4.
turn off your microphone, okay? And this is a -1, and this is a -2, and this is a real line, right? And if we have a real line, every real numbers can be located at a real line, right? Every numbers can be located at this real line. For example, if that has a real number 0.5, and 0.5 is a positive number, right? First, it is a positive number. It is larger than 0, so it will be located at the right, and on the right of the 0, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it will be on the right of 0, and the positive and the 0.5 is a middle point between 0 and 1, right? And this is a 0, and this is a 1, and then this middle point, and let's say this middle point will be positive
0.5.
Can you get 10 minute break?
Positive 0.5, right?
You're right.
Yeah. So a real number. So real numbers can be located at this real line, and so the real number, every real number can be presented at a point, and the point on the real line, and every real line, and every point on the real line can be represented as a real numbers, right? If there is a point, on the real line, and this point will be present as a real number 3, right? So every real numbers can be presented as a point on the real line, and every point on the real line can be presented as real numbers. Okay, this we studied in the previous lectures, and then if there is a point on the plane in the plane, and now can we identify this? This is will study the Cartesian coordinate in the plane. And first, if we want to identify the point in the plane, we need to draw two perpendicular coordinate line, and intersect at the 0 point each line. And we say first we draw a 0 point, and we say this point is 0 point. We can say this is a 0 point. We write this is 0, and we draw a true line, and it intersects at this 0 point. First, we draw a horizontal line. And this line is to the right. This line is increased to the right, means this is 0, and increase. Let's see. The number on this is increase to the right, and means on the right of the 0, the numbers are the positive, and on the left of 0, the numbers are the negative, right? And then we draw a horizontal. Well, we draw a right moment. We draw a vertical line. We draw a vertical line on the 0 point, and this vertical line, we say this vertical line is the y-axis, and the numbers on the y-axis is increase upward. It increase upward means on the because on the this point, this is a positive number, and behind the 0 is negative numbers, and this is a y-axis, and this horizontal line is the x-axis. And let's say the upward and this to the right as a positive directions, and this as a positive directions means to the on the right of the 0, these numbers as a positive means this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, and then these numbers as a positive, and we say this upward 0 is this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, and the point on the 0, this upward, and this is the positive numbers.
Positive.
Yeah, and the numbers on the left, to the right of the x-axis, and it is a negative. This is a -1, and this is -2, and this is -3. This is -4, and these numbers to the left is the negative numbers, and then behind the 0, this is will be positive. This is will be negative numbers. This is -1. This is -2. This is -3, and this is -4. So the directions downward will be a negative direction. In the right moment, it will be negative direction, and the direction to the left
Laoshi, why negative y-x is upside?
right moment to the left is a negative number, is a negative direction. Okay, let's see.
Yeah.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, teacher.
Yeah, we can see your screen.
Yeah, we can see it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, maybe we can see it.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. The numbers in this line is a horizontal line. This line is a horizontal line. This horizontal line, we call this horizontal line is the x-axis, and we divide this x-axis is increased to the right. We divide. So the numbers on the right of the 0 is positive numbers, and the numbers on the left of the 0 are the negative numbers. Okay, and we draw this vertical line, and call this vertical line is the y-axis, and the numbers on the y-axis is increase upward. So the numbers So the numbers upward to the 0 is the positive numbers, and the zero behind the numbers behind the 0 is the negative numbers. Okay, this is the one exercise, and this is the this is exercise, and this is one exercise, and the x exercise and the y exercise intersection on 0, and this point we can say this point is origin. This point 0 is origin. Okay, the Cartesian.
Why it is origin, ma'am?
Which? What?
Why will I call it origin?
I can't hear clearly.
Why it's origin? Because its odd coordination is 0, 0. That's why.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
This is from where we come from, right?
If some students have questions, others if lost it, you can help me. Okay.
Okay, Laushi.
Okay. Thank you. And then let's see. This is the Cartesian. This is the Cartesian coordinate, and means we can draw. Cartesian coordinate means there is a x exercise, and also there is a y exercise, and this is the exercise, and there has a origin, and the direction of the x exercise is to the right, and the positive direction of the y exercise is upward, and then this called the Cartesian coordinate.
Ma'am, 0 to y exercise, y negative?
We divided this, okay? No reason.
Bro, can you ask your question again?
This is only a definition about this, so have no reason why behind the 0 is the negative numbers. Okay.
Okay.
This is a Cartesian coordinate in the plane. So if we build the Cartesian coordinate in the plane, and then we can identify the plane in the we can identify the points in the plane. So let's say if there is a point P. And let's say if there is a point P, and then let's say if we draw a horizontal line, and it's through this point P, and let's say we draw a horizontal line, and this line through this point P, and then let's say this line, if we say this line is L sub 1, and then this line will be intersect with one exercise, right? This line L sub 1 will intersection with one exercise, and this
So we can
intersection with
cursor.
yes, we say this point. We say this point is point A, and then we draw another line, and this line is a vertical line, and this line is also through the point P, and we draw a vertical line, and then this line is L sub 2, and this line will be intersect with x exercise, right? This intersection, we say this intersection is the point B, okay? And let's say is this point B is on the x exercise, okay? And this point B, this number is 5. Okay, let's see. This is a file, and this intersection is the y-axis, and this point on the y-axis, this is 4, right? So we say this point P is we draw this
I have
is
a
a
question.
parenthesis 5, 4, right? We say the first number is 5, and this 5 means if we draw a vertical line through this point P, and the intersection on the x-axis, this is a 5. So the first number in this parenthesis will be 5. And then if we draw a horizontal line through the point P, and then its intersection on the y-axis, this is a 4. So the parenthesis for the second number is 4. Okay. So
Yeah, got it.
Yeah. So we use this. So we use this order pair. So we use this ordered pair. Ordered pair 2, 5, 4, and 2 assign this point P. Okay, so use this we can assign every point in the plane. Okay, we can use this ordered pair.
I have a question.
Yeah,
Laushi.
okay, you say.
Why we will point on 4? Can we point anything randomly?
What?
Why?
Yeah,
When
you can.
point...
It was just example.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I have got them.
Yeah, okay. In the following, I will give you other examples, okay, and you will understand it. And then let's see. We use this ordered pair AB. Is associated to the point P, and then we call this is a Cartesian coordinate pairs. And let's see the ordered pair. This ordered pair AB, and let's say this is a parenthesis A, and we say this point and this B. We say this is we use this two ordered pair is assigned to the point P in the plane, and this pair will be called the coordinate pair. Okay, this coordinate pair, the first number A is the x coordinate of the P, and the second number B is the y coordinate of the P, and the x coordinate of the every point. And let's see the x coordinate of the every point on the y-axis is 0. And let's see y. And let's see. First, we draw a Cartesian coordinate, okay, and this is x-axis, and the vertical line is the y-axis, and this section is 0, right? And this say y coordinate of every point on the y-axis is 0. Let's see if there is a point on the y-axis. If there is a point on the y-axis, we say the x-axis, x coordinate means if we draw a vertical line and let's see if this point is on the y-axis. If we draw a vertical line and it will be intersect with the x-axis on this 0 point, right?
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Yes. So this point, y. So So this point x coordinate will be 0, right? It will be x coordinate is 0, and the y coordinate, if this is 1, if this is 2, and then this point will be 0, 2, right?
Yeah,
And
right.
then
Yeah,
we
yeah,
see
yeah.
if there is a point on the y-axis, this point, and this is -1, and this is -2, and for this point, if we draw a vertical line and through this -2 and the intersection with the x-axis, it will be also 0, right? So this point's coordinate will be 0, -2, right?
Yes, right.
Yes, so every point on the y-axis x coordinate, it will be 0. Okay, let's see. Y coordinate of every point on the x-axis is 0. And let's see, this is x-axis and this is the y-axis. And every point on the x-axis, if we say this is 1, this is 2, and this is -1, this is -2, and if this point, we say this point on the x-axis, we say the ordered pair of this pair will be, this point will be, let's say, if we draw a horizontal line, and this horizontal line, let's see, its horizontal line will be intersected with y-axis at 0 point, right? And then let's see this point, if we draw a vertical line and through this point, it will be intersected with the x-axis at 2. So the ordered pair to this point will be 2, 0, right?
Yes.
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 So the ordered pair of this point is 2, 0, and the ordered pair to this point, let's see, if to this point, and it will be -1, 0, right? If
Yes.
in that place. So every y coordinate of the every point on the x-axis, it will be 0. Okay, and then the origin, yes, to this, the x-axis and the y-axis intersection point, it will be 0, 0. Okay. Okay, let's see some other examples. Let's say this is x, this is x exercise. This is a x coordinate, x exercise, and this is the y exercise, and this is a 0, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this is -1, this is -2, and this is -3, and this is -4, and this is -1, and this is -2, and this is -3, and this is -4. Okay, let's see if there is a point, and this point is the intersection with, let's see, first this point, the ordered pair of this point is what?
0, 4.
0,
4.
4, right?
Yeah.
Yes, and others can understand it.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Okay, and this point, if there is a point, and the ordered pair of this point will be what?
-2, 0.
0. -2.
0
Ordered pair
minus 2.
0,
-0 -2.
Yes. Okay, and this point, wait moment. This point is ordered pair. This
minus
point
40.
minus 4
Minus 40.
0
minus 40.
0
yes
minus
yes
40.
okay okay next we have if we draw this point, if we draw a horizontal line from this point, and then we draw a vertical line from this, and the
3, 4.
intersection, this intersection, if we say this intersection is P, and the ordered pair of this P is what?
4, 3.
4, 3.
4, 3.
3, 4.
3, 4 or 4, 3?
4, 3. 4, 3.
Positive 4, 3.
4, 3.
3, 4.
3, 4 or 4, 3?
4, 3,
3.
Laushi.
3. 4, 3.
3.
4, 3, right?
No, it
4,
will be
3.
Yes, this the first number is the x
the
coordinate,
X
right?
coordinate.
This is a x coordinate, and this is the y coordinate. And the x coordinate means this line intersection with the x-axis, right? And the y coordinate means this horizontal line intersection with this y-axis, right? Okay, let's say this point. If there is a point, this is -2, and this -1. Okay, the ordered pair of this for this point.
-2, -1.
-2, -1.
Just 2 and is 1.
Negative 1, negative 2,
-2 and a minus.
-2, -1.
-2, -1.
Yes. Okay. Let's see if there is a point. Wait a moment. Wait a moment. Okay, let's if there is a point. The ordered pair of this point is what?
-1, 3.
negative 1,
3.
positive 3.
3, yes. Okay. The next one, this point, and
3 -1.
2 minus
2
Negative
minus 2,
Two
right?
minus two, negative. Yes. Yes.
Yes, this is 2 minus 2. Okay, let's see. Let's see this
Yes.
X exercise. Let's say this exercise and this Y exercise and the X exercise and the Y exercise divided by the plane into 4 regions, right? This is the first. We say this is the first regions, and we call this is the first quadrant. And this, and we can say this is the second quadrant. This is the second quadrant, and then we say this is the third quadrant, and then this is the fourth quadrant. Okay, this X axis and Y axis divided the plane into 4 quadrants, and this is the first quadrant. This is the first quadrant, and this is the second quadrant, and this is the third quadrant, and this is the fourth quadrant. And let's see all the points in the first quadrant. Let's see the point in the first quadrant. It will be the first number. Let's say this point P, and the first number and the second number are the positive, right?
Yes, Laushi.
Yes. So all the points in the first quadrant will be positive number and a positive number. And then let's say all the points on the second quadrant. Let's say like this point, the first number is a negative number, right? And the second number is a positive number, right? And let's see all the numbers, all those points on the second quadrant, it will be negative number. The first number is a negative number, and the second number is a positive number, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Let's see. All the points on the third quadrant, and the first number of this pair will be negative, right?
Yeah.
And the second number will be negative number, right?
Right.
Yeah. Let's see. For the first quadrant, the first number is a positive number, and the second number is a negative number. So all the numbers in the first quadrant, it will be positive number and negative number, right?
Yeah, right.
Yes, right.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
right.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes. Okay. This is the four quadrant for this Cartesian coordinate. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Then this is a Cartesian coordinate, and let's see on the slide. Okay, this example have show, yeah. Yes, okay, let's see. The coordinate essence will divided the plane into four ranges, and we call this quadrants, and we have say the four quadrants properties, and then we see the graph, and let's see the graph of an equation or in equation in a variables x and y is a set of all points P in the plane whose coordinates satisfy the equation or equation. Let's see.
Inequality, for
Let's
example.
see some examples. Okay. Right moment. Okay. Let's see. If on the real line, let's see if on the real line. If on the real line we say x is larger than or equal to -1 and smaller than or equal to +1, and then we draw this on the real line will be this is a 0 and this is a -1 and this is 1, right? And all
Yes.
the numbers between these 2 points are the solution for this inequality, right? So we draw a line. So we draw a line between these, right? Okay, this is the inequality on the real line. And let's see following. Let's say that is not a real line, but a Cartesian coordinate. Let's say this is the x exercise, and this is the y exercise, and this is 0. And in this plane, and we say x is larger than or equal to -1 and smaller than 1. How to present this? How to present this? Let's say if we are under the root y and all the point x is is larger than or equal to -1 and smaller than or equal to 1, and y exercise is larger than or equal to -1 and smaller than or equal to 2, and we say this point means what? If all the points px and x means x coordinate will be satisfied it will be larger than or equal to -1 and smaller than or equal to 1. And all the y coordinate of this point P will be satisfied. It will be larger than or equal to -1 and smaller than 1. And how can we draw this? And let's see, this is a -1, and this is a this is y, this is 1, and this is -1, and this is 1. Okay, let's see. If there is a point, this point, the odd pair is 0, 0, right?
Yes.
Yes, let's see. This point satisfies this inequality, right? For this point, the x coordinate is 0, and 0 is larger than -1 and smaller than 1, right? And
Yes.
the y coordinate is also larger than -1 and smaller than 1, right?
Yes.
So this point will satisfy this inequality, right?
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, okay, let's see this point. And the coordinate, the ordered pair for this point is what? Have you got it?
Laushi, can you ask you again?
Can you hear me?
Can you repeat again?
Yes.
Yes, wait a moment. Oh, some mistake on my computer. Okay. Let's see. The ordered pair for this point. Let's see this. If this point is A, the ordered pair of A is what?
0.
0, 1.
0.
Yeah, 0, 1. And let's see. The 0, 1. This ordered pair satisfies this inequality, right?
Yeah.
And let's see, x coordinate is 0, and 0 is satisfy this inequality, right?
Yes, Laushi.
Yes, and this y coordinate is also satisfy this inequality, right?
Yeah.
Yes, so
Yes.
this point A will satisfy this inequality, right?
True.
Yes, we see this point, and this point's ordered pair is 1, 1, right?
Yes, Laushi.
Yes.
Yes. So we see this point also satisfies this inequality, right? And we
Yes.
also see this point, and the ordered pair of this point, it will be 1 minus 1, right?
Yes.
Yes, and this point also satisfy this inequality, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, let's see this point in the third coordinate, and the ordered pair of this point is the -1, right?
Yes.
And this point is also satisfy this inequality, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, let's see this point. This point in the second quadrant, and this point is a -1, 1, right?
Positive. Yes, man.
Yes.
This is a -1, 1, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
right.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, this point is satisfy this inequality, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, yes. Okay, let's see. All the points in this. All those points will satisfy this inequality, right?
Yes. Yes.
You understand?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, yes. Okay, okay. all those points will satisfy this inequality. So if we draw the picture of this inequality, and in the plate it will be like this. Okay. Okay, some other examples. If
please turn off your mic, it's creating noise.
yes,
Ma'am,
okay,
go on.
continue.
You can go on.
Yeah, okay. Let's say if there is a Cartesian coordinate, and draw this. If x is larger than or equal to 0 and smaller than or equal to 2, and y is larger than or equal to -1 and smaller than or equal to 2. How to draw this? Try it.
Right now, ma'am?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let's we see together. Okay.
Submit it.
Nobody subtract it.
I have sent you already.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, we see it together because today class will be over. Okay, and let's see. And x is larger than 0, larger than or equal to 0, and smaller than or equal to 2. So this is 0, and this is 1, and this is 2. So must the x is between this 0 and this 2, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
And y is larger than or equal to -1 and smaller than or 2. So this is 1 and this is 2. So the y must between the, let's say, must between the -1 and this 2. And then x must between this 0 and 2, right? So
yes, yes.
Let's say x between this and y between this. So the point satisfy this inequality will be those points, right?
Yes.
So this is a graph. This is a graph for this inequality in the plane.
Can you describe again, Laushi?
What?
Can you describe it again? May you describe it again?
You not understand?
Can you repeat, please?
Yeah, okay. Let's see. The x must x, let's see, one moment. We draw it again, okay. And this is the exercise, exercise, this is x exercise, and this is 0. And we say x, right moment, x must larger than or equal to 0 and smaller than or equal to 2. So all the x coordinates will be between 0, and if this is 1, this is 2, and all the coordinates of x will be between 0 and 2. Okay, so
yeah,
every point x coordinate will be in this point. Okay.
yeah.
Okay, and then y is larger than or equal to -1 and smaller than or equal to 2. So if we draw this is -1, this is 1, and this is 2. So all the points y coordinate will be between this point, okay?
Yes, yes.
So then let's see. The y exercise must be between this point, and the x exercise must be between 0 and 2, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
So between this and between this and this will be the graph for this inequality. Okay?
Yes, I've got.
Yeah,
also.
yeah. Okay, okay.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, today class is over, okay?
Yes, I'm hungry.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
the class.
Okay. Okay. See you.
Okay.
See you,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Thank you, Laushi.
Beautiful
Bye,
class.
Laushi.
Bye.
Bye, Laushi.
Bye, Laushi.
See you, ma'am. See you.
Take care.